Internet, Eric here. Got a collection video update for you guys. Finally got all the stuff that I've ordered. I guess we'll call this like a COVID-19 collection update or quarantine update or some shit like that. Since we've been stuck in the house for the most part, most of us have been stuck in the house. I've still been working, but I haven't had the chance to go to Walmart or Target or Best Buy or any of those places because I don't want to deal with people, obviously, right now. So I've been scoping out Facebook groups, eBay, Amazon, and in the past 2-3 months, however long this thing has been going on, I wasted a lot of money, and I finally am going to show off all the stuff I got during quarantine, not counting Scream Factory, because eventually I'll just do like a Scream Factory collection show off, and because with Scream Factory, who knows when the fuck I'm going to get that stuff because they are so far behind. So I'm just going to show off eBay, Facebook groups, and Amazon, and that is way too much to show off anyways. And but a lot of people like these type of videos showing off collections, what have you, so I figured why the fuck not get another video out of it. And normally when I'm looking down and seeing how much shit I have here, normally I read the back, and read the whole plot. I'm not going to do that because I have so many, so I'm just going to tell you basically in a couple sentences what they are about, and we'll move on to the next one because there really is way too many. So, here we go. What do we got here? Got these from a Facebook group. That doesn't matter if I got them from a Facebook group, Amazon, or whatever, but I got Halloween 6. Never had it on DVD. I don't ever feel like upgrading to Blu-ray because I don't care. This is the one where he fights Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd's a grown-up Tommy Doyle. Druids control Michael Myers. Pretty stupid, but you know what? It's not as bad as a lot of people say. It's just a dumb concept. Followed up with DVD of Halloween H2O. Didn't have it in the collection. These two were on VHS. 20 years later, after the original one, ignore parts 4, 5, and 6 because that's how Jamie Lee Curtis would come back. She fights Michael Myers. We all fucking know that movie. Underworld, Rise of the Lycans. This is the prequel to the Underworld movies. It shows how the werewolves and the vampires, or whatever they're called, death dealers and Lycans, basically how the war started. I remember I've seen the first 4, never saw the 5th one. This one I remember being my favorite. Speaking of, part 4, Awakening. I saw this one in the theaters with my sister. We really enjoyed it overall. Only has commentary. Whatever. The movies are just fun action movies. Underworld, Awakening. Unrated director's cut of Hostel Part 2. I love Hostel 1. Really like Hostel 3. Everyone seems to hate that one but me. I really like it. Saw this once. Thought it was okay. Don't like the girl who's in it. What's her name? Heather Matarazzo, however you pronounce it. She's in Scream 3 and she was in Roseanne. There's something about her that I just don't like. But she dies in it, so I'm happy. But Hostel Part 2, unrated director's cut. And never saw this. I'm a huge fan of the Superman movies, the Christopher Reeve ones. Richard Donner cut, Superman 2. Never saw this one. Don't know what's different. Does it say in the back? Richard Donner began shooting his vision for Superman 2 while also filming Superman the movie. For the first time, his unique vision is here. Jor-El appears in key scenes that amplify Superman lore and deepen the relationship between father and son. And Lois Lane plots more schemes to unmask Clark Kent as Superman. Yeah, I guess they say it's a totally new movie. Very interested in seeing it. I already like the Superman 2, the version we have. I think it's my favorite of the 4 Christopher Reeve movies, but I'll give it a shot. Let's get more VHSs out of the way. Haven't seen this since theaters, and everyone hates on it, so I said, fuck it. I'm going to find out, is it just nerds being assholes or not? Spider-Man 3. I have the first 2 Sam Raimi Spider-Mans. I don't remember hating this. Emo Spider-Man is retarded. Dancing Spider-Man is retarded, or Peter Parker, whatever. I remember really liking Thomas Hayden Church as the Sandman. I don't remember hating Topher Grace as Eddie Brock and Venom. I think, again, it's just a lot of nerds being nerds. So I got that. I'm going to try that in my Is It Worth the Hate? Or maybe you hate it, I don't. We'll see. Fifth Element. Now, I gave the Blu-ray away in my 666 subscribers contest to Jennifer Tochi. Found this because, and the reason why I gave that away is because I had this on my wish list in Amazon, because this is the 2-disc special edition, which actually has a bunch of bonus features, behind the scenes, and all that jazz, and the Blu-ray did not. So, was holding out for that. Detroit Rock City, fun road trip movie. Edward Furlong and other people, they do their best to try to go to a Kiss concert, and hilarity ensues. It's just a fun, goofy, stupid, not really stoner comedy, but I say not a stoner comedy, but I'm going to compare it to like Harold and Kumar. They go from one place, try to go from one place to another, and a bunch of stuff happens. Young Sherlock Holmes, love this movie. Favorite from childhood. Saw it. I think everybody of my age saw this in like English class in like 7th or 8th grade. It's a what if Sherlock Holmes and Watson met in like boarding school. Lots of fun. A few more. Let's get these out. Oh shit. Let's get these out of the way because these are stupid. Best of Backyard Wrestling, Volume 1. Stupid kids doing backyard wrestling. I laugh at them. Found Volume 2. More stupid kids doing stupid shit. Point and laugh. I got the trilogy of the Bad News Bears movie. The Misfit Baseball or Little League team. Walter Matthau and Tatum O'Neal. Part 1. Love it. Part 2. Breaking Training. They go to a championship at the Astrodome. No Walter Matthau, but still a lot of fun. We go to Japan. I get bored. That's it. The wrestling scene is funny. There's a scene where their coach has to wrestle Antonio Inoki, and the Bears get involved, and Antonio Inoki is beating the shit out of the Little League team. So that's funny. What do we got here? Anything fall under the bed? Nope. Oh, that did. Come here. All right, last of the DVDs. See no evil, hear no evil. Richard Pryor is blind. Gene Wilder is deaf. They both witness a murder. Lots of fun. Hilarious lines. Not too many people know about this movie. Guilty as Charged. Rod Steiger, Lauren Hutton. I heard about this movie from the Horror Hall of Fame 2. Gilbert Godfrey was discussing it. I'll read the back of this one, since not a lot of people know about this one. Oscar winner Rod Steiger from In the Heat of the Night. Stars with supermodel Lauren Hutton from Once Bitten. I don't know what else. In this chilling comic thriller about a vigilante who runs his own death row. After the man who murdered his entire family is set free by the court, Butcher Ben Callen becomes judge, jury, and executioner in a vengeful quest for justice. With help from higher powers, God and the electric company, he captures paroled psychopaths and dispatches them in his private electric chair. But when a corrupt politician frames another man for murder, Callen mistakenly agrees to execute the innocent man in his homemade hot seat. Breathtaking suspense and scathing humor ignite in the spine-tingling thriller serves up justice with an electrifying twist, also starring Isaac Hayes and Heather Graham. This came out in, does it say? 1991. So, pre-Boogie Nights, Heather Graham, post License to Drive. Coming soon to Two Beard Losers podcast, Alien Nation. James Caan teams up with, a bunch of spaceship crash lands in California. Newcomers try to integrate into society. James Caan's partner is killed, and he's partnered up with a newcomer played by Mandy Patinkin. Basic, race relations type movie. A lot of fun. It was basically remade on Netflix called Bright with Will Smith and an orc. Still really good. A lot of people hate it, not me. Another race type of movie involving aliens. Enemy Mine, favorite from childhood. Dennis Quaid and Louis Gossett Jr. Louis Gossett Jr. is the alien. We're warring races in space. They crash land, and they are forced to live together in perfect harmony. You know, Dr. Giggles. Larry Drake plays a psychotic mental patient, because they're all psychotic, who is a doctor who escapes and does unnecessary surgeries and all that jazz. Fun gore. Larry Drake's awesome as always. Cheesy as fuck. That's all of the fucking DVDs. Way too much. Let's get with the Blu-rays and let's get this done and over with. I upgraded the Ninja Turtle movies. Everyone knows the Ninja Turtle movies. Little Shop of Horrors. Finally got that on Blu-ray. Also has the director's cut, which I prefer the theatrical ending, but it has the dark director's cut where the plants win. Recently watched this with my daughter. She watched it for the first time and loved it. I have loved that movie since childhood. Yes, I have the soundtrack on my iPod. Blow me. Jack Frost. I've talked about it on the channel before and on the Graveyard Shift podcast. Serial killer, turns into a mutant killer snowman, kills people. So bad it's good. Lots of fun. Mad Max, the first of the Mad Max movies. I got this from Scream Factory, really cheap, but I got this from Amazon, so, you know, it was in the pile. Deal with it. I haven't seen this in probably 20 years. I know my mom loves the Mad Max movies. I still haven't seen Fury Road, so I'm assuming it's good. I'm assuming I liked it if I fucking bought it. Going back to Ninja Turtles, I bought Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. I remember really enjoying this one. Just because Michael Bay's name is attached doesn't mean it's bad. Fucking love Armageddon. Remember having a lot of fun. I'm eventually, on this channel, I have been going through, or delving back into the Ninja Turtles series, so I will be talking about that soon. Unrated Director's Cut. Robocop. Still one of the best 80s action movies, in my opinion. Absolutely love it. Unnecessary violence and all that fun stuff. Everyone knows what Robocop is. Bloody Birthday. I have already done a video on this and talked about it on the Graveyard Shift podcast. If you want to know what Bloody Birthday is about, go check out my movie discussion on it in the Slashback Saturday playlist. But I was really, really surprised how much I enjoyed this one. Really good Killer Kids movie. Ninja Turtles again, upgraded. Or no, I never had this. This is the CGI version. I literally just discussed this a few days ago on the channel. Really, really enjoy it. Daughter loved it. Two more. Poltergeist remake. A lot of people hate it. I got it to see if it's worth it, and I guarantee you I will probably enjoy it while everyone else hated it. I don't care. I think people shit on this one when they heard Poltergeist was being remade. Oh, you can't remake it. It's a classic. Get off your high horse. Give it a shot. If it sucks, it sucks. But at least watch it first. And the last one, I believe, unless I forgot some in the other room, and I'm not going to go get them, District 9. From the guy who did Chappie, which is one of my favorite movies. Oh my god. Neil Blomkamp? I'll read this one. Stunning special effects and gritty realism, the film plunges us into a world where the aliens have landed, only to be exiled to a slum on the fringes of Johannesburg. Now one lone human discovers the murderous secret of the extraterrestrial weapon technology. Hunted and hounded through the bizarre back alleys of an alien shantytown, you'll discover what it means to be the ultimate outsider on your own planet. I remember loving it. Saw it once, but absolutely loved Chappie. So I'm going to support this dude. So that's it. Way too much money spent on way too many movies. That's what happens when you're stuck in the house and you need something to do and you can't just go and look at movies. You sadly buy them. And I know I shouldn't have, but guess what? I did it. So there's that. I know a lot of people like to say, you know, you're supposed to show this off. There's that. God, let's see. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of these. A lot of these I've already watched, you know, since getting them, but they're still fun. And like I said, I've waited a long time to finally get everything because Amazon was taking them forever for a while too. There's that pile. Can't wait to see the behind the scenes stuff on The Fifth Element. And I guess the last pile will be the biggest one because I don't want to hold this up for a fourth time. Very excited to see Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut as well. And then there's that. Alright, good. Now I can start putting some of these away. and video's over, so there's some content for the channel. So like and subscribe, click the bell, comment below. Tell me if you've seen Guilty as Charged, because I don't know anyone else who has. Tell me if you prefer the Richard Donner cut over the theatrical cut to Superman 2, or anything else you want to talk about. So cheers.